Another day, another romp here in the casual rooms. Let's see what our opponents are up to today. Not, well, hopefully not a lot, but this is going to be a high risk, high reward type of hand we got here. Alright, we're gonna put down the two black whirlwinds right freaking now, just in case we fail, which, honestly, in all likelihood, we will. Put those two down. You know what? Just to be safe, we're gonna put that one down too. Alright, blind allure. Let's see what we got. We got something. Yeah, we're gonna keep Shamal. We're gonna get Sharnga back later. Okay, that is actually fine. We'll have to normal summon Shamal here, so we can trigger the two black whirlwinds and hopefully get our combos going from there. But unfortunately, that is our normal summon, so we'll be working just a little harder from here on out. But I think we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We are gonna be fine. Of course, we'll get Vata. And then we'll get another bird that can normal summon itself, and that would be Harmattan. There we go. And then, I don't want to have to use Shamal. Or should we use Shamal now? I think we should. We're gonna bait out that Ash Blossom my opponent potentially has. Nothing. Okay, cool. I don't think I should have done that. But, at least we still have Max C. So, I guess this is just set up for next turn. I definitely screwed the pooch on that one big time. I should have summoned Harmattan so that I can get Vata down, but I guess it's all for next turn now, I guess. So, we're gonna see what my opponent has. But if he manages to kick my ass all the way until Sunday here, that's definitely going to be all on me. So, let's see what my opponent has in their tight 40-card deck. Same as mine. Thankfully, I managed to salvage a little bit of myself. Okay, yeah, they're definitely going to get rid of Shamal, but which is not Gucci in the slightest. Let's see if we can bait out stuff here with a Max C. Okay, Max C resolve, so we'll at least be able to draw one card as Pizza Hut here summons himself. There we go. So we draw one, and oh, Chinook. That's actually really good. Alright, do we let him activate this? I don't think so, since if there's anything I know about Bestials, they can get themselves out of sticky situations, but I think we're just gonna nip this one in the bud. Right freaking now, before anything else, and I'm assuming if we did do this right, he'll just attack and then pass the turn. Nope, he will keep comboing off. Alright, we're gonna be sitting here for a while. Yeah, they're sending Albaz. Okay, we're potentially dead here. Bestials and, the Albaz boys and girls, yeah. They form a really good mid-range-ish fusion-based deck that has chaos synergies, and they even splash in tuners in there so that they have access to the synchro pool. Well, okay, there's like even a small dragon combo engine in here. Okay, cool. We'll just skip either to the next duel or to the next interesting point should my opponent not kill me here. I'll just see you guys there. Okay, so small update. I somehow managed to live, and now we'll have all three black whirlwinds in rotation. So that is scary for my opponent, but I am not quite sure if we're going to be able to punch through it, given what my opponent currently has. He has a negate-ish. Yes, this is a negate, right? Yeah, it's a negate. It's an Omni negate at that. And we're not going to be able to survive until next turn, so we might as well do all of this now. Chinook is 100 attack, Vata is 800. Alright, Vata is our best bet here. Or we're gonna bait it out first using Allure of Darkness. We'll see if that baits out the Omni negate from Shaw. No, it does not. Great. So we'll banish Chinook here. That's completely fine. And we'll normal summon Vata. I hope that does that 3 triggers. Oh my god. See, this is not once per turn game. If we had nothing, we would definitely be balling even harder, but otherwise, we're just gonna stick with what we have here. And besides, I don't want to spend the UR points just to create an ultra rare that I just use for one deck, so no. Yeah, we'll get Sharnga and the last Chinook. Yeah, there are literally only 2 targets in the deck. Oh my god. Okay, we are working off of really thin margins here, so... they do have a monster that has over 3,000 attack. So that's something. From your hand or field as material. Sure. That is fine by me. Maybe I should have max seed there, you know, just so that we can get some shit going. But we're gonna see. Okay, Grangunyol, sure, that is expected. Send a level. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's see what else my opponent does here. Sending Rinbram. Okay, that's to be expected. We're gonna get Sharnga down. There we go. Let's see if that triggers anything out of my opponent. No, it does not. So now we'll summon Harmattan. There we go. Trigger his effect. We're gonna make him a level 6. That will bring him up to an 8. And let's see if my opponent wants to do anything. Not an 8, but 4. So we still have access to a 6. So we'll use Sharnga and we'll use Harmattan. There we go. We have a 6. There we go. So we have Borea Storm, trigger Borea Storm. Then we will chain block with the continuous spell. There we go. Back for the Rowan. Who's in the bench pile? A couple of birds. We're gonna get Shamal back because why not? I maybe should not have done that, but now we have a quick effect negate should he try to use Shaw here. So we're gonna see. Okay, my opponent is not doing anything just yet. Okay, we're gonna save our interaction for later. We're gonna save. So Shamal down on the board, and then we're gonna send everyone's favorite Zephyros. There we go. Do you have something for this opponent? Of course you don't. Okay, then we'll use Zephyros. We'll bounce Black Feather Whirlwind. Do you have something for this? Okay, opponent knows. Okay, so we do this. Okay, 400 damage. That's nothing. That is completely fine. Special summon a Dogmatic. You know what? We're gonna do this now. Now, if you're gonna keep comboing on my turn, opponent, I might as well draw cards out of it. So we're gonna see here. Sure. I do have to be careful since I'm down to my last 100. I could potentially die from my own effects here, or the game won't even allow me in the first place. That's always a possibility. Is this a negate? Once per turn, if a card leaves the extra deck, make all monsters you can control negate the effects of one face-up card on the field at the end of the turn. Sure. That is completely fine. We're gonna put Black Feather Whirlwind back. Do you have something for this opponent? Will you use Shaw to negate? Of course not. There are bigger, better targets here. We're gonna use Vata now. Do you have something for this? This is a good place to negate, though. This is a really good place to do it. Okay, so we do this. We're gonna use Chinook now. We're gonna negate Shaw. There we go. Then we're gonna send a monster from the extra deck to the graveyard, unless Luluwalilith does something here. Really nice art, by the way, but I'm sad that it's a villain. And it's a level 12, Jesus Christ. Okay, although our numbers are a little awkward here, since we have a lot of 2s and 4s as tuners, and we need more non-tuners. So we're gonna see if my opponent does something about this. So we're gonna try and pop Luluwalilith with Sharnga. I don't know if my opponent saw that one coming, but since he's been saving his interaction, okay, he's going to let it slide. There we go. So Sharnga pops Luluwalilith. Then we do that. We're gonna send Silverwind, since there are no better targets. So now Shaw is negated. And then we're gonna send Sudri and last Harmattan. There we go. Those guys aren't exactly needed anymore, so that is completely fine. And we summon the Doragon. There we go. And then we're gonna summon a non-tuner level 2 so that we can get our levels so we can get our levels up in order here. Once per turn, when this card is normal or special summon. Oh, he is not once per turn. Oh my god, his level modulation is not once per turn, but his special summon is. Alright, that is actually completely fine. We're gonna need some level modulation here. Okay, sure, that's to be expected. So let return this, return to the hand, return one spell trap. Sure, that's fine. Do we have anything here? Rinbrum is the one that can return one monster while this card's in the graveyard, special summon, banish the other. Alright. We're gonna nip it at the bud now, because I can definitely see it coming from a mile away. We're gonna get rid of Rinbrum now. Let's see what my opponent thinks about that. Yep, yeah, forcing the issue. That is completely fine by me. More than anything else, I'd rather that be done there now than later, as I basically fight my way up to getting full Armor Master onto the board. So we're gonna see. And we even draw a card from that. Thank you, opponent. There we go. And no more targets, so return that. What else are you gonna bounce? Oh no, so that doesn't happen. Then this happens, going to Fusion Shokan, discarding that, sure. What's my opponent going to do? I'm assuming he's going to fuse away one of these guys on board. Because this is a quick, this is basically super polymerization on a monster. Just needs a lot of setup though. And a lot of, material elsewhere. So we're gonna see what my opponent does here, if anything. Let's give you some uppies. Yes. We'll actually give it later. What does the frog say? Yeah, the little one just hops. Alright. Then Slifer, just a Thunder Strike, and then we're gonna, make the city lights change color. My opponent is choosing and choosing and choosing. He does have a few options, but I don't know if it will get him out of this situation, because he is literally just a few steps away from walking into full Armor Master, and none of his monsters have a clean way to answer it, because full Armor Master is immune to a lot of bullshit. Alright, yep, getting rid of the level 4 there is the correct choice. Then Mirror Jade, yep, that's to be expected. Okay, and now we're gonna put this back on the field again. This is not a once per turn, it's only a soft once per turn opponent. I'm sure you realize that. Now we're gonna use a level 8. Now would be a good time as any to get Silverwind down, but I think Silverwind needed may send that target to the graveyard. Do we bait it out using that? Or do we just use, can I be destroyed by other card effects? Yeah, he can be banished, at the very least. Send, if any gains 400, that's not exactly what I'm looking for here. So we're gonna use Dark End Dragon to force the issue out of my opponent here. Let's see what my opponent does. Okay, so we're gonna use Dark End Dragon. Then effect, activate. Let's see. We're definitely gonna get one of the level 2s here. We're gonna get Sharnga back. So let's see what my opponent does. Okay, okay, he's letting it through. Alright, sure. What else are you gonna do, opponent? Yep, alright. You're gonna banish. What are you gonna banish? Let's see what my opponent does here. And once this is all done, well and done, I mean, he fought very valiantly. I definitely commend him for that. Okay, sending Titanic Lad to the graveyard. I'm assuming what you are sending, Sharnga, you should have sent something else instead, opponent. You should have sent Blackwing Dragon. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna send Mirror Jade to the graveyard. That will trigger it, but I'm going to bust out full Armor Master anyway, so I don't care. I don't care in the slightest. We're gonna bust him out later, because I don't have a level 2. Okay, there we go. So those are banished. And we're gonna get full Armor Master later. We're just gonna get him later. No biggie. because my opponent barely has anything. It only destroys monsters, right? Metal only destroys monsters. Yeah, destroy all monsters. Yeah, that is completely fine by me. Opponent fought tooth and nail, surprisingly. So we attack Shaw, yes, and then we'll attack with the Dark End Dragon. This is actually a really good like budget option to have in a dark focused synchro deck. So if you don't want Nothong, or hell, you can even replace the Silver Winds that I have in the extra deck here, and then you can just put Nothing in there as an extra normal summon instead. So there's also that. But now I don't have any room at all for any back row except one, because everything else is a continuous spell. But I have no idea how my opponent is going to get the fuck out of this one. But no, you drew me into an Ash Blossom opponent. I am quite sure I mean, you will still be able to do something with Blazing Cartesia, but I am not sure how far that's going to go. So we surprisingly made it through a lot. Special summoning light spellcaster, so I'm assuming it's just Blazing Cartesia. Okay. Oh, he summoned Quem. Okay. Add an Ascendant Albaz card, so even more thing in the deck. So we're gonna see what my opponent's going to be up to. So we'll just see you guys at the next interesting point. I'm just realizing that my opponent can just kill me rather than overextend. He should just kill me. I just hope he realizes that. If he does, we'll cut to the next duel. Otherwise, we'll just skip to the next interesting point, because my opponent is failing to realize that he should just attack me. I have absolutely no defenses whatsoever. Again, if he realizes this, I'll cut to the next duel. If not, we're gonna keep going here. My opponent is making me go second, so I have no idea what they're gonna be up to, but they're rocking I believe these are the Dream Meter sleeves, so we could be in for a really wild ride. But first, maxi check. Do you have the Ash Blossom opponent? No, you do not. Alright, now we can put it back to normal, and let's see what my opponent has. What do you have for me, opponent, in your tight 40-card deck? You could just... Okay, yep, yeah, not giving me any cards. That is the right move, opponent. Always be the right move. Okay, ooh, Oster. That's actually a really good normal summon here, since it's a level 4, and it allows us to do our thing without doing it will allow us to do our thing without doing too much. But we're gonna bait the Ash Blossom first. No, nothing happens. Alright, we're gonna put it here out of respect for the Imperm column. Then we're gonna normal summon Aster. Do you have something for this? Okay, Oster only summons Black Wings that have been banished, so it's not going to be useful at the current moment. But my opponent sees the writing on the wall and doesn't want to sit through Blackwing combos. We'll take wins like that around here in the casual rooms. Let's move on to the next one. Call, motherfuckers. Let's see what my opponent has in store for me today. Not much, but we're gonna see here. We're gonna put it on auto, because we're going first. Alright, we're gonna bait the Ash Blossom here with an Allure of Darkness. Do you have something for this, opponent? Do you have a Max C? Alright, you're gonna Max C. That is completely fine by me. That is fine by me in my book. We're gonna summon Sudri here, and then we're gonna do Happy Dance time. We'll need Vata, so we'll get rid of Chinook for now. We'll recover them later. Okay, then we're gonna normal summon Sudri, trigger his effect, and let's see what options we have here. We could just get Shamal. Yeah, we're gonna get Shamal so that we have a way into Blackfeather Whirlwind. Or we could have gotten Oster, but we don't have an extra normal summon, so that's fine. Hopefully that'll be fine. So we'll get Shamal, we'll put this here, and now we're gonna start giving my opponent some extra cards. Here, draw one. And then, do we let him draw another one? Yeah. I mean, I'm literally here to ball, so we're gonna ball. God damn it. Okay. We're gonna send that, and we're gonna send Hermaton. There we go. Then we're gonna do our thing with we're gonna do our thing with the Black Feather Whirlwind here, and then we're gonna get Shamal. Shamal is the one that adds to hand, right? No, in graveyard then add it to hand. So now would be a good time to get Harmattan in. Sure, that's fine. This special summons from the banish pile, so or banish or graveyard, by the way. We're gonna get Vata's our only tuner. Holy shit. Sure, we're gonna get Vata. Then we're gonna get Shamal, and then we're gonna get Harmattan. Because Zephyros will be more useful slightly later. Alright, let's see here. Shamal, so Harmattan triggers, or rather, Harmattan is back to hand, Black Feather Whirlwind, revives Vata. There we go. And then, we're gonna get Zephyros. We're gonna bounce this. Does my opponent have something? No, he does not. Okay, there we go. Okay, then we're gonna put it back down. There we go. Or we should just get a tuner here. Tribute to tuner. It is a level 2 at least, so that is something. But I believe the other guys need a tuner synchro. Or, yeah, this one needs a dark tuner. This one needs a regular tuner. This one needs a blackwing tuner, of all things. This one, just a regular tuner. This one needs a blackwing tuner. Alright, we're gonna be a little stuck here. Or, we should still just keep going. So, we're gonna sacrifice Zephyros. And then, we're gonna do this here. Okay. And then, we're gonna summon Full Armor Master. There we go. I love the fact that Blackwings have access to basically a one-card Full Armor Master. Vata just sets it all up, like, really nice and dandy. Oh my god. Now we're gonna get... do we get Chinook? Either we get Chinook or we get Shamal. I think... I'd rather get Zephyros. We need a 6. We definitely need a 6. But I'm not sure if this is the way we should go about it. So we're definitely gonna get Borea Storm. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna use Sudri. There we go. And this is a tuner anyway, so I think this is fine. So Borea Storm. We're gonna send a level 6. We want him to maintain his level. And there we go. Now we do this, and we're gonna get the Burning Bird. Synchro summon, yes. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. We synchro summon these two. There we go. This is quite the formidable board if my opponent has anything. I mean, I have made them draw like half their... I've made them draw half their deck at this point. So they should have something here. We're gonna see. Yeah, I've made them draw a third of their deck at the very least. Okay, so there you go. End phase, turn change, draw phase, draw a card. There we go. I made you draw a third of your deck, opponent. And now, maxi check. Do you have something for this? I'm assuming you do. Because I've made you draw so many goddamn cards with my comboing off, but you're probably going to take 1400 damage. He does not. Alright. Each time your opponent activates, place a black feather on discarding themselves. Oh, okay. He needs to... Assault Dragon needs to have been able to put a feather counter first. Alright. We're gonna banish this, and this, and this. Because I highly doubt they have anything to match up against Full Armor Master. Because Full Armor Master is a goddamn towers. Who knows what they have that could beat this. Alright, they do have something that can beat it. That is not going to work the way you think it does, opponent. He is unaffected by everything. You just needed a target now, didn't you? Alright, sure, that is fine by me. Special summon a Runic, sure, that's fine. You make me draw one card at least. Because that's how Runics roll. What flavor of Runic are you? We'll find out soon enough. Okay, just getting Hugin down, sure, that's fine. We draw one. Okay, yep, I told you, it does nothing. None of the banish works because... You weren't banishing anything in the first place. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work the way you think it would. Now we're just gonna. Okay, if you don't have the field spell yet, then I will fucking capitalize. God damn it. Okay. So you do that. Oh my god. You didn't have the field spell after drawing a third of your deck, really, opponent? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, triple attack, sure. Draw even more cards. I will literally make you run out here. I could potentially make my opponent run out here. So, but we're gonna see. Okay, they drew their two. They got their pot of greed's worth. The field spell could be somewhere in there. We just haven't found it yet. Dark Ruler no more. Okay, that's one way to get around it. I think. I may be wrong though, because Full Armor Master is unaffected by everything, and that includes Dark Ruler no more. He literally scoffs at the face of that thing. Okay, yep. Opponent is now starting to mill me. Sure. What did he mill? He milled Harmattan, Imperm, Ash, and a Vata. Sure, that's fine. That is completely fine. Sure, it's not destroyed. Banish top 3. That is fine. We don't really need those anymore. Again, we managed to set up Full Armor Master, so I don't think we need to do anything anymore. They need to set one more. There we go. Right, so that they won't discard. So we're gonna see. They still have not found their field spell, by the way, after drawing a third of their deck. Holy shit. See, this is why sometimes in the Maxi minigame, sometimes you just lose. Okay, yep. Chinook, that is fine. Unless you have some way to get rid of a wedge counter, I will happily steal your Hugin. That is fine, actually. So this is Runic Stun. Okay, sure. Yep. That is completely fine by me. I am honestly more than happy just having one monster on the field that my opponent cannot out in the slightest. Then again, this isn't exactly a deck that attacks, so we're gonna see what happens from here on out. We're gonna activate Full Armor Master. We're gonna take control of Hugin. Thank you very much, opponent. We're gonna put her here. There we go. Alright. Yes, send it. Thank you. Now that she's in the graveyard in an extremely roundabout way, we're gonna see how my opponent reacts. And yes, that is exactly how it acts, because we can only control one type of monster. Send all others to the graveyard. Okay, I think we should just attack here. Honestly, we don't need to do anything else. Oh my god. Full Armor Master is going to carry me all the way to the end. We just need 3 pecks in. Or rather, 3 gunshots to the head. Because Full Armor Master is rocking that goddamn thing. Whatever that thing is. Sure, stop my attack. That is completely fine by me. I don't know if you can negate it anyway. Sure, that's fine. Sure. You're just literally delaying the inevitable here. And you clogged up your zones as well. So, who knows what my opponent could be up to here by setting all of that back row down. He literally just needs the field spell in order to unlock all of his other plays. So we're gonna see. So I'll stick around, see what my opponent does to try and get rid of a card that cannot easily be easily rid of. I will stop you. Because you're gonna make me draw a card that will put you closer to winning, but I want to be the one winning here. Okay, so I negate that, and yeah, this is why Golden Droplet is not that good, because like the opponent can the opponent can Ash Blossom that. So let's see. Right, Flashing Fire, target a special summon. Oh no! Again, it will not resolve because the monster was not Desutroid. You will not banish. Oh my god, opponent. See? You're just putting stuff in the graveyard. Nothing will work against Full Armor Master. Opponent! Are you literally going to commit Sudoku here because you have no way to out a 3k towers? Shame on you, opponent. Shame on you. So we're gonna skip to the next interesting point if my opponent somehow manages to crawl their way out of this one, or we're just gonna skip to the next duel because watching paint dry can be a little boring depending on the type of deck you're playing. Okay, so my opponent had the opportunity here to destroy Runic Destruction while he had nothing on board. But I guess he's just going to do it in a very roundabout way because I'm down to the last 3 cards of my deck. And there is absolutely nothing I can do anymore. So Who knows what my opponent could potentially have here? I mean, I will still be banishing for 2, leaving me with 1 card left in the deck. So, oh boy. My opponent could have killed me in a far cleaner manner here, but let's just see where this ends up. If he activates Hugin in any way, shape, or form, this could be something, but we're gonna see. So end phase, yes, that is fine. So we're gonna turn change, draw phase, draw the last card in our deck. Another infinite impermanence. Good god, last card in the deck is an imperm. Imagine, just imagine. We're gonna do this. We're gonna discard Chinook because we can. We're gonna negate Hugin. That is exactly what I wanted to do. We're gonna get rid of Silverwind, and we will literally just attack. There is no reason not to, and our opponent managed to kill us. Again, there was a cleaner way to do this, but my opponent decided to take the long route around. I don't know why, but it still worked. So let's just move on to the next one. Been losing my Gyarados in this recording tonight. Holy shit. Opponent, what are you rocking today here? Is it a normal size deck? Yes, it is. But I'm going second and I have absolutely no interaction, so I could just get shit rolled here. Illusion of Chaos is not any indication as to what my opponent could potentially have. This could literally just be Dark Magicians, as in actual factual Dark Magicians. Because with the way their opening plays look so far, so I will not make you guys sit through it, and let's just see what my opponent's end board is like. Okay, so my opponent did not end on a threatening looking board, but Dark Magical Circle is scary enough that it's going to warrant some bit of attention. So we're gonna start with setting up our Black Whirlwinds here, and we're going to bait out the Ash Blossom they could potentially have in their hand by using Shamal. So we're gonna see. We do have another high attack monster here, so that is something that could get us out of the way, or rather that can set us in the right direction. So they're gonna fusion Shokan. Sure, that is completely fine. This banishes any card, right? Yeah, it banishes any 1 card. Alright, if you're going to use Magical Circle here to banish one of my Black Feather Whirlwinds, then you are wasting an opportunity here, opponent. Unless, of course, you have more stuff in hand. But we're gonna find out soon enough. Alright, no Ash Blossom yet. So we're gonna discard Shamal. Let's see what my opponent has here. Nothing as well. Alright, we're gonna put Black Feather Whirlwind there. And 1600 is our biggest, now that I'm thinking about it. But he has way to special summon himself. So yeah, we really should just summon Sudri. Sudri, yes, there we go. Then 2 Black Feather Whirlwinds, 1 and a 2. Let's see what my opponent has here. Come on, opponent, what do you got for me? There we go. Alright, Black Feather Whirlwind. We're gonna get, well, we're already normal summoned, so we're gonna get a Chinook. There we go. After getting a Chinook, come on, we're gonna get a Sharnga. We need more tuners. We're gonna need a lot of tuners where we're going. We already have that, so might as well get the trap card here. I don't know if we can use this just yet. We're gonna find out once priority passes back to us. Sure, they're going to draw 1 card. If it's spell trap, they can set it. If not, they're gonna keep going here. Alright. We're gonna summon Vata now. There we go. Special summon Vata, that is okay. We're gonna special summon Sharnga as well, just so that we can get him into rotation. So let's see here. Okay, we're going to yeah, we're gonna activate Vata here. Do you have something for this opponent? Okay, nothing. And now we're going to use we're gonna send Sudri and Harmattan. There we go. And then, after we send those 2, we're gonna put this here because we can. That will trigger these 2. So, Black Feather Whirlwind first. We're gonna target Harmattan. Do we target Harmattan? We already have a tuner on board that can. Oh well, this doesn't modulate levels. Harmattan does. We're gonna use Shamal's ability anyway before I forget. I think I'd rather still have a level 2 on board. Yeah, I mean, might as well get the most value out of it anyway. So we're gonna get Harmathan here. There we go. Let's see what my opponent thinks about that. Not much. Alright, cool. Now we can activate Twin Shadow from our hand. There we go. Okay, Harmathan on field. That happens. And then we'll just summon Vata. There we go. So we're gonna do a little burn because we can. We're gonna reduce the Dark Magician's attack by just a small pinch. There we go. That's 700 points of burn damage. And then we're gonna summon Full Armor Master. There we go. Full Armor Master does its thing. There we go. Okay, now he is wholly unaffected. I mean, he can target it, but it's not gonna do much. No, we're gonna do the level 6 thing. So this and this. There we go. We're gonna get Borea Storm here. And boom. Okay, now we're gonna have to be careful here because we want Harmathan to be a level 4. So should we make him a level 4 as well? Or we'll make him maintain his level as a 2 so that we have access to an 8. I think we'll just make him a 4. Yeah, we'll just make him a 4. So we're gonna activate Borea Storm here. Let's see what else we got. Sad that our Zephyros is in hand. Well, we're not gonna be able to do too much about it. But we're gonna do this now while we have Chain Links up and running. We're gonna destroy Dark Magical Circle while he hasn't summoned anything just yet. There we go. Let's see what my opponent does here. Okay, Sharnga. So that's pop. Now we're safe. We are far safer to pop off now. More than ever. We're gonna send the last Sudri. There we go. So that's a 4. Oh wait, no, he becomes a 6 after all this. Yes. I think this is fine because 2 plus 4 is 6, and there we go. Harmathan, we increase your level by 4. There we go. I believe we have our opponent here. We have the opponent here. Oh my god. Tuner, synchro, and 1 non-tuner. Yes. Yes, we will synchro summon it properly. So this and this. There we go. Then we summon Blackwing the Salt Dragon. There we go. Do you have something for this opponent? Nothing. Alright. Now we will banish synchro or whatever this is called. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now our board is flush. Oh my god. Love it when a plan comes together like this. So we're gonna Full Armor Master here. There we go. Do you have something for this opponent? I'm assuming you don't. Oh my god. So yeah, 900 damage. That's fine by me. I'm assuming he has a graveyard effect. Yes. Special summon a Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. That is completely fine. They probably have ways to get out of the graveyard anyway, but I'm going to aim for damage here. Yeah, 700. Yes, another 700. We're gonna attack here. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Should we negate? Nah, we're not gonna negate that. We're gonna do it much later. Okay, that happens, and we're gonna get rid of DM. Oh, excuse me. Gotta get rid of good old Dark Magician himself. There we go, sure. And then that is everything. Times like this when I wish I have Gustav Max in the sideboard, in the deck, just so we can deal with situations exactly like this. Oh my god. But I don't think we have enough material to go into our low levels anymore, because all of them have been banished. Oh my god. Alright, Illusion of Chaos doing his thing. Sure, that's fine. Let's see what else my opponent could still do here, if any at all. Okay, yeah, Magician's Rod all over again. Sure, that's fine. Let's see what my opponent does. I mean, he could put in the Magician's Rod. Okay, yeah, putting a card back. Sure, yeah, that's 1400 more points of damage, opponent. Thank you very much. I'm still very iffy on when Blackwing Assault Dragon does its burn, so if it happens, sure. If it doesn't, fine as well. My birds are bigger than my opponent's birds anyway, so that is fine by me. Let's see what else my opponent is going to do here in this situation. I mean, he is down to 2,000 and he is dead to rights with all of my monsters on board. So who knows if he still has the gusto necessary to be able to push through with this. Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We are going to find out. Let's see here. Let's see what my opponent could potentially have. Come on, opponent. Come on, opponent. Do you have something? Okay, Magician's Rod. So, willing to take 1,400, but, you have a negate. willing to take the 1,400 points of burn, but unfortunately for you, I have negation. Alright, what the fuck is this? Magician's Combination. Once per turn, tribute, sure. Special summon, sure. That is fine. Okay, sure. That is fine by me, fine by me. Okay, so that negated, and that is fine. But they will take 1,400 points of them. 1,400 points of burn instead. Oh, it is a negation. Yeah, it's hidden here with a different name from tribute monster if you do negate that activated effect. Yeah. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. That is completely fine. Okay, Soul Servant. Yep, 700 and another 700. Then wedge counter, and now opponent. Do you have something for this? You are down to 600. Sure. Okay, he's going to go out on his own goddamn terms, like any good DM player. Oh yeah. You're gonna fight for what you believe in, the power of God and anime. Alright, that's really good. That's really good on my opponent. Unless of course he finds a way to get rid of the two Blackwing Assault Dragons. But then again, he would have another problem to deal with an untouchable towers. So we're gonna see if my opponent does anything here. But if he doesn't, well, at least he died doing what he loves doing best. So if you guys like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share all this among your friends. And until next time, toodles.